both finalists are going to make their way through here in the bracket to Sweden. But I think you and I both agree that to be champions of Europe and to have that crown means so much to these guys. It really does. And it's just going to give them an extra boost as they head to Sweden to take on the rest of the world and teams that they're not used to playing. In fact, out of them, only Turkey have the international experience from the FIBA, I should say the Olympic Esport Week in Singapore, where they played against Brazil and the Philippines. That was massive. But I really think every one of these teams wants to be champ of Europe first and foremost, and then go to Sweden and take care of business.
Absolutely. Well, 61 federations in total. 8 of them will be able to go to Europe in Sweden. 26 was in Europe, and now we're down to the final 4. You're watching France versus Spain. Spain in the white, Break of the Beast in France in the dark blue. And you know, that's Beastie right there. Trying to break it down, mid-range game. Couldn't bring the pain, but then we're getting a great rebound outside the key. Warnock's knocking it down. This is gonna be a match.
Ooh, already starting off nice and tight as you like right here. Just a 1-point game. Really impressive stuff. Good start from both teams. They know each other well. As someone pointed out in chat, this is a rematch. Same semi-finalists as eFIBA season number 1, Vince. So the lads know what is up for grabs. They know how they got to play. They know who they got to play. But of course, they've had an entire offseason to get better. So we're about to see 2 of the best in the world do it here.
Best in the world indeed, and I want to see the predictions in the chat. All right, and this is best of 3, y'all. This is best of 3. You win 2 in a row, you go. But if you win 1 on 1, you got a final bout. And also, please fill out our survey. That is our survey when it comes to eFIBA Season 2. You can win some amazing gear when it comes to a hoodie, NBA 2K codes, even the eFIBA basketball. Fill out that survey. Let's get going. I want to do it right beginning of the game because a nice little mid-range and a little bit of taunting. All right. France got some swag, Chris. Let's see how the end's going to turn out.
Well, that's Break It a Beast for you, isn't it, mate? There he is in his, I don't even know what to call those, electric blue sneakers out there. Looking good as we see a good shot worked right there on the big captain rebound from Mario there down low to give his team another shot at this one right here. France, we know they can score. The question was going to be, can they defend against this powerhouse of a team in Spain who can just score from nearly anywhere, it seems. So far, so good. That last-ditch effort to just get a hand up on that shot, this is the difference. Games are won and lost on such plays, especially if you go effort for the full 4 quarters, Vince. I'm loving what I'm seeing from both teams so far, but especially that French defense.
Absolutely, you're right. And let's let you know, on day 2, France came out on top 47-32 against Spain, but then we went to day 4 and they lost 53-62. So right now 1-1 for this season. This may be the tiebreaker, but then if they win, just let you know, whoever wins this best of 3 punches their ticket to Jönköping, Sweden, and have a chance for the first ever offline event for €50,000 prize pool.
And I love, we probably don't talk about that enough. I love the money prize pool. 50,000 euro, Vince, for these teams that have been battling it out. So you see the French drop in another 3, and they have a nice 6-point lead here early on. Really love to see the players getting financially rewarded. I think that's a classy move and a quick, easy bucket for the Spanish at the other end there. Nice cut and dunk right there. I love that. I think it's going to make for some true dynamism face-to-face amongst the players in Sweden. You and I know what that's like now, having seen them in Singapore at the Olympic Esport Week, where Turkey were ultimately, I guess, champions there, beating both the Philippines and Brazil. It's a beast of a different nature as France try to work that open shot, but a good defensive rebound, resetting their offense here. Spain trying to chip away at this French lead early on. Only a minute to play. It's been a fast first quarter here, Vince.
Very fast and trying to get that transition, as you can see, getting to the corner. Be right for the big fella, but smart timeout. Only 10 seconds left in the shot clock. I mean, right there, when your offense breaks down, you have a choice. You can make a predictable shot or a predictable play. All right, in the sense of this, call timeout, reset the offense. Let's see what can happen. And as you can see, Mario, the captain, to the right, and also breaking the beast to the left, going to the lane, rejected but a foul, and now Spain is going to the line.
Yeah, nice foul. I mean, got to try and get that block. Probably going to knock home both of these free throws right here. You would expect him to at this level anyway. The lead is cut to 2, so a couple of buckets here for Spain just to chip away at that Spanish lead, and a low-scoring affair. And isn't that interesting, Vince? We know that both of these teams are capable of probably dropping 100 on one another, right? But so far, so good, as Breaker to Beast just makes the insanely difficult look pedestrian. Folks at home, that is not an easy shot surrounded by defenders to stroke a green, pull up on a dime like that. This is a special talent, Vince.
Very special talents. And really quick before it gets crazy and hot and heavy, shout out to Sam Nation on YouTube saying 2 of the best casters, GOAT casters, giving us a shout out, man. Salute to you. And also someone's doing some homework, because Cato the Problem is watching, saying it's the same Final Four as last year. All right, well, that door is open. Last year it was just bragging rights, but here it's a trip and a bag. So let's see who's going to take it and become the champion of eFIBA Season 2.
Really loving what I'm seeing right here from both teams at the end of the first quarter. France up by 4. Not much in this game, especially as Spain are going to get the possession here to begin the second quarter. Try to drop in some points, working the open 3, and just like that, they make it look so easy, Vince. It's anything but absolutely phenomenal.
Big boy stopping in his Air Force Ones, knocking it down from behind the arc, but Breaker the Beast still trying to survey the lane as the point guard, trying to use that pick, but doing a nice little mid-range, but then a jump pass right there to X-Mamba out. Another power big fella, which I give credit to the big fellas of this season. They're all trying their best, being a key weapon in their respectable nation and making sure the picks are being set, rebounds are being grabbed, and gobbling up any kind of assist they can by giving it out to the guards outside the gate. But X-Zinc, another amazing talent to the French team. We don't talk about him enough, and he knocking down on 2 free throws, puts him up by 3.
Yeah, nice work right there. I missed the foul on that shot, actually. I thought that was just a hollow possession, but they come away again with their 3-point lead. And yeah, I mean, was that a 3-point attempt? Are we about to see free throws here, Vince? I am slightly confused because we're not in the bonus, right?
No, I don't think they're in the bonus, but I think.
Oh, that was a foul on a 3.
Yeah.
Wow, just like that, Spain tie it up. What a gift of a possession, and it's 13 apiece here. 4:12 to play in the second quarter. And just as we expected, a tight game, Vince.
Definitely. And also, shout out to all our co-streamers when it comes to eFIBA Season 2. Go to eFIBA.basketball if you're going to watch this on another stream. But you don't want to go nowhere. You're going to stay right here. Breaking the Beast, trying to get right to the rim, but reverse could not get it. But see eFIBA.basketball. Get all the information you need about eFIBA Season 2 and all the 6-1 nations that came together to make this so special and have their chance to become the world champion at the eFIBA Season 2 offline event in your trip in Sweden. I see France definitely keep on fighting. Breaking the Beast couldn't make the 3, and now Spain going in transition.
Yeah, hustling back, a little bit of a frustration foul right there by his own incredible, impeccable high standards. Breaker the Beast will be disappointed that he missed that shot. But here we go, Vince. They stay relevant, don't they now? And this is what Spain will do to you. They take the lead for the first time in this game. And when we joined, if you recall, they were down by 6 points early on, so this has been a nice fight back from them. A very cagey, low-scoring affair, Vince. Very impressed with both teams so far, but in particular with the ability of Spain to just fight their way back in this one. And Breaker the Beast will just be saying, all right, it's time to come alive here. It's my time. Find Warnos in the corner for the 3, and we got ourselves a 1-point lead, Vince. My favorite kind of lead, because anything can happen.
Anything can happen, but you know what? I got a shout out to Spain. Spain, I think, if we're going to give awards, has the most close games when it comes to eFIBA Season 2. Keeping things real spicy and dicey. A nice little slammer jammer underneath the rim by the big fella Mario. So they know how to fight. They know how to scrap. And don't count them out because they got some revenge in their blood against France.
They absolutely do. And we are just trading heavyweight blows here. That's a great shot there from the French. Pushes the lead out to 2. And Spain will get the ball back, try to either tie it up or get a 3-point of their own and take that 1-point lead again. I'm absolutely loving this, Vince. Halfway through the second quarter of game number 1 in this best-of-3 series, semifinal number 1 between France and Espanyol. The two semifinal will be overlapping ever so slightly by about 15 minutes, guys. So we'll be able to go from the action of one game directly to the action of another. Really good defense to stop that dunk there. Mario probably frustrated right there, but the French trying to add to their small lead.
Oh, and this right here is like a Creed match. They're going bout for bout, jab for jab, haymaker for haymaker. It's going back and forth like a seesaw, and that's what I love to see. Don't give up. But again, this is only the first game of best of 3. Don't use all your energy, baby. You're going to have to save some for game 2. But as you see, Mr. VK11 trying to do his thing at the guard spot, but Akarel from the parking lot blowing nothing but air. But was that a foul or just out of bounds? Oh, out of bounds.
24-second violation, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Great defense from the French. As they're going to inbound the ball, just some full court pressure right here. Break it a beast. Nice and calm. Won't spill the pill right there. Oh, works his open 3 right there. And that is why he is a world-class talent. That's what those NBA 2K League scouts are looking out for. The talk across the town is that he is going to get a look in there, Vince. And with plays like that, it's really easy to see why. Nice defensive board at the other end as well for the French as they work another open 3. And just like that, they gouge the Spanish for an 8-point lead.
3-ball, corner pocket, snatching ankles, 25-17. As you can see, ain't nobody going nowhere. No one's in double digits. As you can see, it's a pure team effort from both sides. Now, this is when you have to take advantage of your front court. It's looking like a battle of the guards of this one. The back court are doing their thing, setting screens and getting rebounds, but these guards are letting it fly. Feel like a Hoosier movie. 1, 2, 3. Let it fly, and let's see if they can keep knocking it down behind the arc. As you see, VK11 just playing with his food, not really getting anywhere, but nicely behind the back. Amazing defense by the French. Contested shot, and then the French gets a payoff.
That's been the difference so far in this quarter, Vince. That defense for the French really showing up. We already knew about their innate ability to be able to just pour in points at the other end as Breaker the Beast finds himself activated and really threatening at the moment to pull away with this one. Defense and offense combining for a superb performance here in the second quarter. It is game number 1, best of 3, semi-final number 1 between France and Spain. Breaker the Beast pouring it in, an 11-point lead. That was nearly from that beautiful eFIBA logo on the half-court fence. How do you stop this man?
Can't stop him, baby. Can't stop, won't stop. Bad breaker for life. And a nice mid-range by Spain. They ain't going nowhere. But here's the thing. Shout out to Euro 2K League, saying the home of the European talent, getting us here on Twitch saying, look, Breaker for real is one of the fire contenders there on France. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. And again, everyone who's here right now, we love you so much, but we want to know your opinion. Well, one more time before we get into the second 2 quarters of About the Survey. Fill out that survey as soon as you can. Get some free gear. Get the hoodie. Get the basketballs. Get the NBA 2K codes. Fill out the survey here on the NBA 2K World. And as you can see, ending the quarter with a beautiful pizzazz. 31-19. Chris, France is showing some talent right here.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal finish for them right there. They really pulled away with it, Vince. To actually push away and get a 12-point lead like that, combining the defense with the offense was fantastic. Breaker the Beast in full remote drop mode. He is diehard right now. When he's on the TV, you've got to watch it start to finish. That's how good he is. A couple of activated players for the French peaking at the right time. And what they'll be trying to do here is just pull away with it in the third quarter and give the Spanish an insurmountable lead to have to overcome if they want to come back in game number 1. Likewise, the Spanish will be thinking, stick to our game, stick to our strength, pour in some points, clamp up defensively, and get back in this game.
Definitely, and you know what? Spain has that capability. I am not going to knock them out. And again, even they do not come out on top of this game, they got a redemption game right after. And again, everyone, to let you know, this is the best of 3, and we also have a crazy other semifinal that's going to be happening in just a couple of minutes, which is Portugal versus Turkey. But as you can see, this is Spain versus France. And again, if they win this game, they punch their ticket to your Schuppan Sweden. They have to win the best of 3. It's the top 2 squads from the Europe nation and regions that can go to your Schuppan Sweden. But again, can't knock it anything. I think they're losing some gas, Chris. They got to step up a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just what the doctor ordered right there. We know the Spanish are very dangerous from beyond the arc as well. Every single one of their players can stroke a crane. We heard Ava Maria saying, hey, Mario, I've been practicing my 3s as well, and that's what they want right there. Some quick transition buckets, a beautiful finger roll just to chip away at this lead. Then the French will now be just trying to retake control of this quarter as it's getting away from them. A solid opening minute and a half here for Spain in quarter number 3. Everything to play for. They're trying to make it a game, trying to get within touching distance in the 4th quarter and really take it to the French from there.
Trying to create a safety net. Again, when you get that first win, you can breathe a little bit easy, because then you can definitely redeem yourself if you don't get that second game. But oh my God! Straight into the friend zone, rejection beyond compare. That's like when I slid into Rihanna's DMs. I didn't get nothing back, but just pure despair. Oh, that was beautiful.
Well, mate, you got to be in it to win it. At least you got into Rihanna's DMs as we see a pickpocket at the other end from the French. Going to give it back to Breaker the Beast. Their defense has really impressed me with this one because, of course, you can pack a defense, take it with you anywhere. A defense travels, and we already know about their offense, mate. They've got the skills to pay the bills there. So really impressed so far with France because Spain are getting a sniff, mate. That was kind of an important possession there. France putting on the clamps and saying, nuh-uh, we're going to score here. We're going to extend this lead. As we say that, the Spanish themselves forced the shot clock violation, and that's what I love about these heavyweight bouts, mate. Phenomenal defense.
Right there, Adonis versus Drago. Victor just bam, 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 bam. I'm telling you, this is going to be a game you do not want to get away from, all right? Shout out to everybody. A nice little left-hander finish at the rim. 26-31. Spain is creeping back. I'm having deja vu, because this would happen with Portugal and Great Britain, Chris. We don't know what's going to happen after this if Spain keeps fighting like this.
Yeah, as chat remind us there, very, very valid point. Breaker the Beast, by his own high standard, will be disappointed he missed that one, but they find the open man in the corner. This French team were so deadly from just about anywhere. They extend the lead back to 8, but I do like the fight we're seeing from the Spanish here. They're not panicking. They're keeping the comms open, and they are just working away, playing their game. A lot of time left in this one. Super Nintendo Sega Genesis, as we see a gorgeous dunk right there from Mario. That's a captain dunk, Vince. You love to see it.
Sonic the Hedgehog right there, getting fast and to the pace, man. That's what I want to see when it comes to the Spanish team. No fear whatsoever. I'm the fastest. I'm the strongest. Let's put my red shoes on and see what I can do. But actually, Destiny, GTT been real quiet. X-Mamba out, getting a nice little board underneath, but stroking the green 3-ball corner pocket. Oh, this ain't over by a long shot.
And just when you think the Spanish are coming back in, the French pull out an ace out of the sleeve right there, and that's what they've been doing so far in this one. You can tell both teams want this so bad as we see a gorgeous open 3 worked right there. 1 minute to play in the third minute. It's a 6-point ball game. The full court pressure coming in here. Just trying to put the clamps down on Breaker the Beast. Easier said than done. He is a wily coyote out there, man. Picks up his dribble, finds Mamba out, who just hands it right back to him. Valet style. Breaker the Beast working the rock. 3 to shoot. They're just going to have to pull the trigger on this one. Shot clock violation. Really good defense from Spain. And they'll now have an opportunity with a couple of possessions left here in the third quarter to just chip away at this lead and set up what is going to be an epic showdown in quarter number 4.
Absolutely. Putting the clamps on, baby. And a nice three-ball corner pocket by Spain, making it a 3-point game. Shout out to everybody who's watching it. Also, real quick, Chris, this is for you. Yay, no 2K saying we have some amazing commentary. We've got to give the credit because the one thing is that we're about the community. And thank you so much for joining us. But do not turn away because I have to say this right now. We have 2 semifinals happening at the same time. We will be going back and forth, but also go to eFIBA.basketball. Get eFIBA.basketball to find out if there's another stream for your respected nation, okay? So you could just watch it there. But we're going to be going back and forth right here. And again, France cannot get that mid-range. And now Spain going to transition. Beautiful stop by France.
Ooh. I like the foul right there, the bear hug. I mean, why not make him work an inbound? Here we go. Spain with the cut, trying to find the open man at the top of the key. He misses. And just like that, it's fourth quarter time, a 1-possession game, Vince. This is what the doctor ordered. And of course, guys, you don't need to go anywhere. We are here for the next several hours with top quality international 2K basketball. Vince, our broadcast goes so long today that India comes on and takes over for me because guess what? It's going to be already Friday over here in Europe. That's great. We got the South America, North America finals to come as well. Cannot wait. But before that, this is game number 1 as we get another shot clock violation. The clamps are on. It's a science experiment. Get the Bunsen burner out. This Spanish defense came to play in the 4th, and they now have a chance to tie it up, Vince, which seemed impossible 10 minutes ago.
Well, burning that night oil, and guess what? We love you, Mr. Trumpet Monkey, all night long. Oh, no! A beautiful rejection, though. But gotta go to the line. And can Mr. Mario knock down the 2?
Now, if Mario's been practicing threes, I was about to say it, does that mean his free throw game is going to suffer? Big man shoot free throw, he gets the second one, 2-point boy game. I love that story, though, that he'd been practicing threes all week, and then, of course, he banged home a couple of them against Poland. You love to see it. And here come France. This is the witching hour, Vince. The tail end of the game where every bucket counts. You can't have empty trips. It's not about how many points you score. It's about when you score them. Heroes will don their capes in the 4th quarter in such games as once again we get phenomenal defense from Spain, and a quick timeout as Mamba out gets the offensive board to give his squad another shot to extend the lead here.
Now to extend that lead is going to be key. It's only a 2-point, and guess what? They've been trailing by nearly 9 points throughout the entire game, and all of a sudden, when it comes to the mid of the 3rd quarter, end of the 4th, just get into another gear. Power steering, power leadership, but also power players there on that Spanish team. But they have to keep it going because France is not going to let go of this win anytime soon. They have a vice grip, and they're not going to let it go with nice little slammer jammer by Mamba out. Put the X up, baby. He's trying to knock him out today.
That's great leadership right there. Just recognizing that at this stage of the game, you don't want empty trips. So, yeah, let's take that slam. Let's get the lead back to 4. What a cagey affair in this one, Vince. Spain fighting back to make it a game. And now, of course, France trying to hold on to this very fragile lead. Good inbound defense right there, nearly stolen. Perot working it back to A12. And, oh, wasn't quite ready to shoot there, Mario. And a reach-in foul. Kind of let Spain off the hook right there, but I guess you got to take your shot, right? Try to get those sticky hands in there, pick that pocket. Here comes the inbound. They're going to have a fresh 14 seconds. Good cut. Kicks it back out. Pulling up, 15-footer. It rims out, and the French get the board. Goodness gracious me. This could be a big possession right here, Vince.
Definitely got a big possession. And shout out to the French team, Breaker the Beats, X-Zinx, Warnox, Destiny, GTD, and also X-Mamba out right there behind the arc, stroking it green. He ain't going nowhere, baby. And also Spain, Aitor Victor 11, Ikari, Jay Burner, Ayator Big Boy, and also A Mario 32. They got their powerhouse squad. They got their starting 5. But let's see if they can punch their ticket for the first game of this 3-game bout. Round robin, baby. Let's see who's going to win this.
Great ball worked right there as he misses the open 3. Oh, he'll want that one back, Vince. They really needed that bucket there, the Spanish. They patiently worked the open shot. The French defense cracked open for just a split second, but he could not stroke it green. And now Breaker to Beast will just be pulling it up, eating up some clock, because they know the clock is their friend, but a good defensive board right there, and another smart foul at the other end. From Blue Shoes, Breaker to Beast. Inbound to come here. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to play in game number 1, Vince. Are France going to have just enough fuel in the tank to get away with a win here? Or will the Spanish make a fight back? It's a 5-point game. It is best of 3, guys. This is only game number 1 in semifinal number 1 in Europe. However, whoever does win the best of 3 is not only booking their ticket to Sweden, but a shot to become the champos of Europe. Breaker to Beast with another 3. He is peaking at precisely the right moment, Vince.
Absolutely, and that's what leaders do, okay? The old saying is this: you may have the will to take the shot, but you gotta have the skill to make the shot, and he has that skill. Well, right now, I got one player that France needs to watch out for, and that's Aitor VK11. This man hit 6 for 10 threes back on day 1 and has been shooting threes at least above 40% throughout each game. They're gonna have to channel through him if they're gonna come back from this lead, because about 2 more threes here, you're right into it, and man, oh man, they can have a great comeback.
And the clock is their friend. They won't want an empty trip, but at the same time, milking it down for a high possession shot like that. This man makes the impossible seem just mundane, just going for a stroll in the park as I hit a 50-footer three-pointer, Vince. Breaker to Beast showing why he is in consideration for Breaker hashtag draft right there. And this is now becoming an insurmountable lead for the Spanish as we have 1:03 left to play. They've got to stop pouring in the points quickly, or else it is going to be Daft Punk playing at our house, Vince, when the Spanish thought they were running with the Bulls.
All right, but as you know, this man Breaker doing some Dame logo shooting right there. He ain't scared. But great defense by Spain, picking the pocket and trying to get some extra dessert, stroking down that 3. I just called it right there. You knock some behind the arc, VK11, it's a problem, but any player on this Spanish team can do that. Ad Mario, we said, practicing every single day. But 48 to 42, 40 seconds left. We don't know what Spain is going to do here because they got to put some pressure on this defense. Oh, someone's definitely missing their assignment. There's got to be one person open because there's a double team, but the rotation is insane. Smart foul, I think, to stop the clock. A jump ball,
Vince. This is huge. What great defense from the Spanish, and the French win the tip. Oh, have we ever seen such a clutch and important jump ball? They have to pull the trigger because there is no shot clock reset, but the rebound comes in. That might be enough in this one, Vince. It has been a valiant fight back here from the French as they draw the foul from the Spanish as they draw the foul on the Frenchman right there. Really, really impressive stuff down the stretch. However, the French are going to hold on in game number 1. 7 points is the difference. Another turnover. That is going to be all she wrote. And just like Bastille Day, the French will be celebrating here, Vince. 1 game in the books. They'll be thinking one more.